Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Maria and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to grow as a micro influencer on Instagram and how to get collabs and all of that jazz. So before we get started, if this is something that you are interested in watching, then make sure to keep on watching until the very end. Make sure to like and subscribe down below and let's get into it. So over on my Instagram, I asked you guys to ask me questions on what you guys wanted to know because in the past month or so, about 5 weeks, I have absolutely shot my Instagram game. It has improved so much. I've gained 18 gifted collabs, a paid partnership as well, and a lot of you guys just have so many questions, so I decided what a better way to share my tips and tricks than making a video. Firstly, yes, I am on Georgia Portugala's influencer program. However, I have also put in a lot of work from myself as well. Georgia does give me one-to-one support when I need it, and she also has helped me a lot, but a lot of this also comes from my part. So I have 15 questions here on my phone that you guys have asked me, and we're gonna just get straight into it and get into detail with answering these. So the first question which I got asked is, should I be asking brands for collabs or should they be asking me? So you and any brand could reach out to anyone. So brands can reach out to you or you can reach out to brands. Whilst you are still a micro influencer and quite a small influencer, not very many brands and businesses will message you first, just because they obviously are looking for bigger content creators and influencers to message. But it never hurts to ask them yourself. Of most of the gifted collabs that I have gotten, I have reached out to them, but also some of them reached out to me, so it's just like a balance. So the next question which you guys asked me is how to gain loyal followers fast without them unfollowing. So in my opinion, the best way for you to gain fast followers on Instagram that stay with you is to engage on other small creators or micro influencers posts. Make sure to find them in a similar niche to you as well, so you will have similar interests and post similar things and kind of get to know them. You can also join genuine support group chats. So what I mean by genuine support group chats is it normally starts out as roughly about like a game chat, for example, and you do about 3 rounds of games and then it gets turned into a support group chat. So then all those people who are in there, they all follow you, and if they don't, then you message the admins or make a group yourself by being an admin. And I think this is not only is it a good way to gain fast followers, but they will stay and engage and support you as well, so it works in your favour. However, I do recommend not doing these super duper often because it can harm your account in some sort of way. If you do this too much, then it can drop your engagement and it can change the algorithm a bit. So the next question is, how do I use hashtags? What are hashtags? Do they really work? So from my personal experience, I do recommend using hashtags under your Instagram posts and also in your captions, and also when you are sharing your posts onto your stories. A good thing that not very many influencers and other creators tell you about is to use hashtags there too for more engagement and to reach more people. So for example, when sharing a post onto Instagram, once you get onto the story bit, if you just text and copy and paste loads of different hashtags there and then put the image over the top, no one will see these hashtags, but you will still reach a lot more people and reach a bigger audience. Next question which I received is how to get over the fear of posting. So in my opinion, you just need to be confident and comfortable. So if you do not like an image because you are not comfortable with it or you aren't confident in it, keep that photo for a little bit of time and start posting things that you are comfortable with at first, and try to take it steadily and slowly at first. The next question which I got asked is, how did I grow so fast on Instagram? So obviously the program has helped me loads, but also just literally following that program has helped. After taking a lot of time into Instagram and working on my brand and my name and my Instagram, everything has just absolutely changed. I now understand fully how Instagram really works, and I now know exactly why I want to do it. So at the start, when I started Instagram, I did think about helping others and influencing others, but also I thought about the big picture, about how famous I could get, how big I could get, and that kind of overtook the first kind of initial idea that I wanted to influence and change people's lives. But now I understand that the second thing comes second, and now I know that I am really doing it to change people's lives and to influence them. Therefore, it's kind of working towards that, and that's why I've grown, because I've truly found passion and the love for it. Next question is how to notice which brands are scams and which ones are true. So normally those like brands that you get commenting on your Instagram posts like collab, DM this page, those are fake and those are scams. They will give you this massive speech of what they kind of give you and what they offer, and they will ask you most likely to pay shipping, etc. But they are scamming you. They will send you the stuff, they will get you to pay, but that's the end. They won't give you any of these free holidays or ship you out some more stuff, so always look at them. You know if a brand is genuine, they will either DM you or email you, and sometimes it's a little bit more professional for them to email you. However, even email brands and collabs can be scams as well, so simply just make sure to negotiate with them to exactly what you want to do and be comfortable with what they're asking you to do. If you aren't comfortable with it or it sounds a little bit dodgy, ask your friend, ask somebody. My DMs are always open and I go through my DMs all of the time, so if you are ever unsure, drop me a message and I will gladly help. But the next question is, how do I actually reach out to brands? So firstly you need to find the brands that you want to work with. So you can find this through other micro influencers on their PR or gifted highlights, which is what I like to do. I like to go through other people's to find inspiration of which brands I do enjoy and which ones I would like to work with. Then you message them and email them. If they don't have the email, then just message them, and if they have both, then do both, because sometimes they won't notice one of them, so it's better just to be safe and to message and reach out to them twice. So when reaching out to brands, always include your name, age, where you're from, if you do already collaborate or work with any other brands. If not, that's fine, don't include that bit. Include your social media links and profiles and tell them why you would want to work with them, because if you just keep it nice and short and simple but in detail, then they are likely to respond to you. The next question which I got asked is, how long do you spend developing your brand and your name on Instagram daily? So obviously it all depends, every person is different. Personally, I spend about 2 or 3 hours daily working on my Instagram and my YouTube, so you can say about 1 or 2 hours for Instagram, and it's all about just developing and improving yourself. So obviously right now we are in a national lockdown as I am filming this video anyways, so I do have quite a bit of time to myself, a little bit more time, but I think when I go back to school I'll probably only be able to be about an hour or two working on my Instagram and YouTube. Sometimes it's not about how much you spend working on your profiles, but it's actually what you do, because for example I could be sitting for 6-7 hours daily working on my Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, but it could do me nothing. But if I take an hour of my day and really work on my Instagram and socials, I feel like that hour could mean way more than those 7 wasted hours. So the next question is, what is a niche and how do I stick to it? So basically a niche is the kind of section that you want to be known as. So for example, I have fashion, positivity and YouTube in my bio, so that's kind of my niche. So I stick to posting fashion, positivity, and I am a YouTuber, so that's kind of what I stick to posting. You have beauty where, you know, you'd have makeup gurus and beauty pages and skincare pages and hair pages. You have sports where you can post fitness and diets and everything like that. So a niche is just kind of like a section of what your brand initially kind of is. And how to stick to it, just pick, I'd say maximum 3, and just create content that you like and that you're comfortable with, but make sure that it sticks in some way or another to those 3 niches. The next question which you guys asked is, how often should I post? So obviously this is really all up to you. The more you post the better, because you get more loyal followers. However, do not post too much, so then you won't be able to keep this going. What I mean is, if you know me since the beginning of my Instagram page, you will know that I used to post every single day. Now it got to about September 2020 and I literally had no content. I stopped taking pics. It was a bad time for me. I just kind of lost motivation in that little section of time, and I literally had nothing to post, and my engagement and everything just dropped. So what I would suggest is try posting 2 or 3 times a week. I post every other day on my feed, but I post every single day on my stories, and make sure to include engaging stories so that you have engaging and supportive followers. So the next question which I got asked is, how many followers do brands want you to have before you can collaborate with them? So this really does depend. There isn't actually a set follower amount that brands say that you must have. Some brands, for example Shein, do have a minimum of 10,000 followers and want a minimum of 1,000 likes per post. So obviously it's important that that's kind of what it is. However, not many other brands that you can collaborate with actually do have a limit or a minimum. Some of them do, however, there is no like set following. For example, I am currently at the moment of filming this video on about 3,620 followers, and I have worked with a few brands that have over 10k, over 100,000, some that have less than me. So it really doesn't really matter how many followers you have. It's more about the engagement and what you truly kind of are putting out there, in my opinion. Media kit, yes or no? Personally, I haven't got a media kit, and I don't think media kits are necessary. Not at the moment anyways. I've not come across one brand yet that has asked me for a media kit or has suggested to me to get a media kit. It is obviously up to you if you do decide to get one, but from my experience, I don't think it is necessary to have one. The next question is, how do I negotiate with brands? So obviously there are quite a lot of brands out there that will ask you to pay shipping, or they will ask you to pay a certain amount, or they will just discount you a little bit off the product. Now, in my opinion, that is not exactly a collab, because they could give anybody a discount to purchase something and that person could post in it. You are giving them promo. Obviously, to negotiate with brands, say for example I work only on a gifted basis. If this is something you are unable to do, that is absolutely fine. Let me know when there will be an opportunity when you are able to. Obviously, if the brands then say no or they disagree, that's fine, and if you do truly want the items anyways, then you can agree to them. However, I personally don't. I just say that's fine. If they, like, once they say that they are not able to gift me anything, I just say thank you for replying anyway, wishing you the best, and I kind of leave it there, because I personally do think that, especially as a micro-influencer, a lot of brands can take a little bit of advantage out of you, because you are still a small page and you are still a small content creator. Some will take advantage, or at least try to take advantage, because obviously they want you to pay and then get a photo in return. Do be careful with that. The last question that I have for you guys is, which brands do you reach out to? So I literally reach out to absolutely any brands. I will reach out to any brand. So I will look at other influencers, other micro-influencers and other content creators that create similar posts and similar stuff to me, and I will literally go through their highlights, look who they have worked with and go through that. Or what else I'll do is, if I go on a brand that I do enjoy, and if you do click the little arrow, you can see the suggested. So then I go through the suggested and just look through that and see if there's any other brands or businesses that I would like to collab with. So those are all of the questions that you guys wanted me to answer regarding how to grow as a micro-influencer and how to gain collabs as a micro-influencer. If there is any more questions that you guys have, do drop me a DM and I will answer all of them, and let me know below if you would like to see a part 2. I'm wishing you guys the absolute best. Let me know how it goes. Please do leave a like down below if you did enjoy this video, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Mwah.